Hey, glad to be back with you. We haven't visited very much lately, and so let's talk a little bit about the war and also the Virginia elections for redistricting, which was falsely presented to the Virginia voter, and how this will affect the 2028 or 26 midterm elections. Uh, See, the president is uh, nailed down to the War Powers Act. Now, what is the War Powers Act? Well, you have to give Congress a 48-hour notice before you take military action. The president did that. Uh, Now, you have a temporary war or police action or military action, whatever you want to call it, for 60 days. This was really put in position so we wouldn't have another case like Washington, D.C. got burnt down during the War of 1812, trying to get all Congress together to um, to get military assets in place and get an agreement. Now, this is what Trump has got going for him. Yes, Congress can call a halt to this in 60 days, but he has 30 days to exit uh, the Iran. Well, our army decimated Iran in a week or two, 2.5 weeks. So in 30 more days, the president can put a lot of harm to these people. I think there's a good possibility, and it's just opinion, that they may have already made the deal a couple of weeks ago. And one of the hangups is how to get those leaders to relinquish power and to exit from the country. The president does not want another bloodbath. I mean, many of those people deserve to be executed, and certainly some in the higher ranks. I would like to see a Nuremberg type trial presided over by the Middle East partners, Saudi Arabia and the other countries over here, and the let the West stay out of it. But we don't need another bloodbath where another 30, 40, 50,000 people are killed over because they happen to be on the wrong side of history. If that was to happen, then we got revenge for another 5,000 years. And enough is enough. If we can find peace, let's go along with this. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Virginia reelection, redistricting. Yes, it was labeled misleading. Uh, Most everybody agrees to that. And the first appellate court has ruled it was unconstitutional. Now, it will go down to the uh, Virginia Supreme Court. And I think they're going to want to find a way out of this. And what's probably going to happen, they will partially agree with the ruling of the first appellate court. But they'll probably say the election has to be done over again and worded properly. In any case, that would mean, because of logistics and time, that there will be no redistricting before the midterm. So, how's this going to affect Congress, the re-elections? I meant to say. Well, people see what they're doing. The liberal Democrats, they can't win at the ballot. They can't win off ideas and solutions. It's always the same old blame game. Uh, Now, with respect to the War Powers Act, suppose it gets that far and Congress has to vote on this. Well, American people see that victory is at hand, see that this regime has killed their people around the world, and American people for 47 years. And victory is at hand, and Congress would throw it away. No, that would be closer to midterm. The voters will not forget it, and they will show their outrage during the election. By the way, Iranians have been hurting American people from probably more than 47 years. I was a bus driver for Gray Lines, and the Shaw supporters came into our office and hired every bus that we had to go out and pick up his supporters at Dulles National. They paid for it they came with a suitcase full of $100 bills. Now, the following day, I took off because I could see what was going on. And they had demonstrations at Lafayette Park and other places to support us. Now, the Iranians had their people there. And they had protest signs with little with 2x2 sticks behind them. And they got in a confrontation. And one of the National Park police officers had got his neck broken. Hopefully he made a full recovery. That I don't know. And for 47 years, they've been killing us. And death to America, death to America. They keep saying that. How many times does someone have to say they're going to harm you before you wake up and believe them? Democrats say no. They don't. We haven't proven that they really want to hurt us. I'll finish up with a little anecdote from President Reagan. This is how the Democrats work. There was a convention, and there was a young boy out there selling puppies, small puppies, and said that they were Democrat puppies. And people, 2 or 3 weeks later, the Republicans had a convention there. And there was the same little boy. He still had some puppies left. This time he was marketing them as Republican puppies. Someone said, well, a couple of weeks ago, they were Democrat puppies. What happened? And he answered, he says, they opened their eyes now. Well, that's going to finish it for tonight. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button. And Cowboy Ron saying so long.